Hey guys, this is Matt Brunet, and welcome to Movie News Weekly, hosted by FilmBook. Now, before we begin, let's take a look at what we got in this week's news, which includes the Panther staying for seconds, who's not directing Bond, Can You Feel the Songs Tonight, Gotta Go Fast to 2019, When You Wish Upon a Pall, more After the Kingdom Has Fallen, Mama Nyong'o, Batgirl Needs No Joss, Flamin' Hot Movie, and who could be directing Bond. So with that said, let's get things started. For a movie with the 5th biggest opening weekend of all time, of course, it'll still be strong even afterwards. Black Panther, the latest addition to the Marvel Cinematic Universe that's been getting glowing reviews, is still remaining in first place at the box office for its second weekend by getting $108 million. This would place the film as the second highest grossing second weekend ever, putting it behind Star Wars The Force Awakens, which the second weekend was at $149 million, and beating out Jurassic World, which had $106 million on its second weekend. Meanwhile, the new movies came out this week is not just there with positive reviews, but also grabbing some money along the way, including the new comedy Game Night getting up to second with more than $16.5 million, and Annihilation starting off at fourth with $11 million, but impressively, by only appearing in 2,000 theaters, behind Peter Rabbit with just around $12.5 million. Following from behind includes 50 Shades Freed with almost $7 million, Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle with around $5.5 million, and The 1517 to Paris with less than $4 million. Well, that narrows down the competition. In an interview with BBC's Radio 4's Desert Island Disc, director Christopher Nolan laid down all those rumors regarding him and confirmed that he will not be directing the next James Bond movie. While he has discussed many times with producers Michael G. Wilson and Barbara Broccoli, he did say that he would always be more than happy to one day actually direct a feature starring Bond. Nolan stated, "I won't be the man, not categorically. I think every time they hire a new director, I'm rumored to be doing it. But I'd love to make a Bond film at some point, and I think those producers, Barbara and Michael, they do a tremendous job, and Sam Mendes has done a terrific job in the last couple of films, so they don't particularly need me." While Nolan is out of the potential directing candidates, there are many others that are still in the possibility, including Blade Runner's 2049's Denis Villeneuve and Edge of Tomorrow's Doug Liman. The songs you love will return from the masters themselves. Well, with a sacrifice. In an interview with The Sun, Sir Elton John revealed that he is teaming up with Tim Rice once again to help out with the soundtrack of the live-action remake of The Lion King. In terms of the songs, John revealed that 4 songs from the original animated feature will come back in the new film, and they will be collaborating with Beyoncé for a new song that will appear in the credits, which she will also play adult Nala in the film. John stated, "There's going to be 4 of our songs in the film, from the original. Can You Feel the Love Tonight, Hakuna Matata, I Just Can't Wait to Be King, and The Circle of Life. And then there will be an end closing song, and we've been speaking up with Beyoncé's people, and hopefully Tim and I and her can cook something up. That's going to be out in 2019 as well, and it will be great to work with her, so we will see." According to this list, this will only leave the villain song, Be Prepared, to be out of the movie. The remake will come back to life on July 19th, 2019. When next year will end, it'll go fast. Paramount Pictures officially put a release date for the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, which is set for November of 2019. So far, the only movie that will be competing with Sonic will be Warner Brothers' musical holiday comedy Margie Claus, starring Melissa McCarthy as Mrs. Claus. While Deadpool director Tim Miller is executive producing, the creative heads have a strong animation background. The creators of the series Golan the Insatiable, Josh Miller and Pat Casey, are writing the script, and Jeff Fowler will make his directorial debut. Tim Miller and Fowler previously worked together in the 2004 Oscar-nominated animated short Go for Broke. The project was originally going to be developed at Sony Pictures, but the producer of the film, Neil H. Moritz, moved to Paramount late last year and brought Sonic with him. Sonic will be coming to the big screen on November 15th, 2019. An easy jump from a bear to a puppet. Paul King, the director of one of the most acclaimed film in recent years, Paddington 2, is currently in talks with Disney in order to direct the live-action remake of Pinocchio. Based on the classic Italian book by Carlo Collodi, the 1940 animated feature was the second movie released by Walt Disney. Pinocchio is recognized nowadays as one of the greatest animated films of all time and won 2 Oscars for Best Original Score and Best Original Song for When You Wish Upon a Star, which is also the anthem of the Walt Disney Company. Pinocchio will be added to Disney's big list of live-action remakes based on their animated films. This year, there will be Christopher Robin, based on Winnie the Pooh, and in 2019, there will be Tim Burton's Dumbo, Guy Ritchie's Aladdin, and Jon Favreau's The Lion King. There will also be one for Mulan and Sword in the Stone. There is no release date set for Pinocchio. Are you excited for the sequel? Well, here comes another one for your anticipation. Universal announced that there will be a 3rd installment to the reboot of Jurassic Park, Jurassic World. While no director or actors are confirmed yet for this installment, they did reveal that Colin Trevorrow and Emily Carmichael will be writing the script, which the latter also co-wrote Pacific Rim Uprising and the upcoming reboot of The Black Hole from Disney. Trevorrow, on the other hand, already did the work on the first film as the director and is one of the writers of the second film, Fallen Kingdom. He will also be an executive producer with the director of the original Jurassic Park, Steven Spielberg. Trevorrow stated, "It's important to this franchise that we welcome new creative voices to keep our storytelling fresh and alive. I'm thrilled with the tension and beauty J.A. has brought to Fallen Kingdom, and I know Emily will add another layer of emotion to the concluding chapter of our trilogy." The 3rd and final movie is planning to come out on June 11th, 2021. It will be a tough job to be the mom of a talk show host. Lupita Nyong'o has signed on to star in the movie Born a Crime, which is a biopic of The Daily Show host Trevor Noah. The movie will be based on the James Thurber Prize-winning autobiography Born a Crime, Stories from a Southern African Childhood, where Noah, as a young boy, had a hard time fitting in due to his interracial parents in post-apartheid South America. Nyong'o will be playing the role of his mother, Patricia, whom in the book said had Trevor go to numerous of churches and Bible studies every week, including going to church 3 times on Sunday alone. In recent years, after winning her Oscar for 12 Years a Slave, Nyong'o would appear in some of the biggest movies of the most popular franchises, including the latest Star Wars trilogy like In The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, Jon Favreau's live-action remake of Disney's The Jungle Book, and most recently appearing in Marvel's Black Panther. Never send a boy to do a woman's job. Joss Whedon revealed that he will no longer be directing Batgirl for Warner Bros. And DC Entertainment. Whedon stated, "Batgirl is such an exciting project, and Warner's DC such a collaborative and supportive partners, that it took me months to realize I really didn't have a story. I'm grateful to Geoff and Toby and everyone who was so welcoming when I arrived, and so understanding when is there a sexier word for failed? While Whedon is credited to be the creator of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, sources stated that in these modern times, the image of having a male director working on a film based on a popular female icon wouldn't look good for PR. They even said that it would be like if a white director would be doing Black Panther. He may not have fully developed one himself. Whedon did take over Zack Snyder's role as director for Justice League when Snyder had to take care of his family after a tragedy. There is no word yet for a new director in his place. Yep, there's going to be a Cheetos movie. But the good news is that it will be like the founder. Fox Searchlight announced that they will be collaborating with Devon Franklin in order to make a biopic of Richard Montanez, the creator of the popular snack food Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Currently, there are only producers that are on board with the film, and no announcement of a director or a cast in the movie. The film will look into the rise of Montanez, where he began working as a janitor for Frito-Lay, and then would pitch the idea for Flamin' Hot Cheetos that would change the company to the point of shaking the entire food industry. He then would be promoted to elite corporate executive and would be known in the industry as the godfather of multicultural marketing. Louis Kolick will be writing the script from a pitch done by him, Franklin, and Montanez. Okay, after saying that Nolan is out, things could soon be pretty legit. MGM and Eon are now highly considering to have Danny Boyle to be the director of the 25th installment of James Bond. While no official deal has been made as of yet, the Oscar-winning director is on top of the list of consideration in order to take the helm. However, this will be MGM and Eon's last big attempt to have a recognizable name for the job. If things don't work out, they could most likely hire Jan Demarage of White Boy Rick to take the helm. The significance with Boyle is that he always expressed highly about being a part of a project like James Bond, and he was in consideration to do so for both Skyfall and Spectre. Both of those films ended up in the hands of Sam Mendes, which after doing so, he said that he could no longer make any more Bond movies. The only person that is officially said to be in the movie is Daniel Craig, which after years of rumors that he always wanted to avoid the role at all costs, will return as the spy for the 25th film. And that's all I've got for this week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to head on down to film-book.com for all the latest movie and TV news, along with their columns on the box office and their theatrical release schedule. Also, you can follow them on whatever social media you'd like. And while you're at it, you can follow me on my YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter if you're more into stuff like animation, Disney, and my weird sense of humor. If you are watching this on YouTube, then hit that like button and come subscribe to us, and also leave a little comment on what you think on the news this week. If you were listening to this on a podcast on iTunes or any other podcast service, then don't forget to rate and review what you just heard. Tune in next time for another round of Movie News Weekly, and until next week, see you later, dudes!